Maya had always been obsessed with numbers. Views, likes, comments, subscribers. These metrics defined her worth as a content creator. At 23, she had already spent 5 years of her life trying to make it on YouTube without much success. Her channel, Maya Screams, barely counted 847 subscribers despite hundreds of horror videos uploaded. That night, sitting in her improvised studio, actually her dorm room with some red LED lights and a black backdrop, Maya stared at her laptop screen. Her latest video, Top 10 True Terrifying Stories, had only garnered 23 views in 48 hours. Discouragement was eating at her. "What am I doing wrong?" she murmured while nervously scrolling through comments from successful YouTubers. That's when a pop-up notification appeared in the corner of her screen. Not a regular YouTube notification, but something different. The message was simple. Want to know the secret to going viral? Click here, Maya frowned. Probably spam, a virus, or worse, a scam. But something about the typography of the message bothered her. The letters seemed to move slightly, as if they were breathing. She moved her mouse toward the X to close the pop-up, but her hand stopped. What if ... what if it was real? She had tried everything. Trends, challenges, collaborations with other small creators. Nothing had worked. Just one click, she told herself. What do I have to lose? The cursor trembled above the link. Then, in a moment of pure impulsivity, she clicked. The screen went black for several interminable seconds. Then a strange web page opened. The design was minimal, almost vintage, reminiscent of the early days of the internet. At the top of the page, a simple title, The Ultimate Algorithm below it. Text that sent chills. Hello, Maya. Yes, we know your name. We know your dreams, your frustrations, your desperation to succeed. We can help you. The algorithm we offer guarantees viral success. But everything has a price. Maya felt her heart racing. How did this page know her name? She hadn't typed anything, hadn't indicated anything. A shiver ran down her spine. Further down the page, testimonials scrolled by. I had 12 subscribers. Now I have 2 million, thanks to the algorithm. Jennifer K. From 0 to 10 million views in 1 week. Incredible. Marcus 2, my life changed overnight. Sarah L. The testimonials continued scrolling, accompanied by screenshots of YouTube channels with astronomical numbers. Maya even recognized some names, YouTubers who had exploded overnight without apparent explanation. At the bottom of the page, a red button pulsed softly. Accept the contract. Maya hesitated. All of this reeked of scam. But the screenshots seemed authentic, and some of these YouTubers, she had been following them since their modest beginnings. She scrolled down looking for terms of service, legal notices, anything that might reassure her. But there was nothing. Just this red button pulsing like a heart. This is ridiculous, she murmured. Algorithms don't work like that. Yet her hand moved toward the mouse. Maybe someone had really found a loophole, a secret technique, to manipulate YouTube's algorithm. After all, the industry was full of legends about secret methods, techniques that only insiders knew. The cursor hovered over the button. Maya took a deep breath. Just to see, she told herself. She clicked. The screen flickered. Lines of code scrolled at full speed, strange symbols Maya had never seen. Then everything stopped. A simple sentence appeared in the center of the screen. Contract accepted. Upload your next video. Maya remained frozen. For a few seconds, what had just happened? Her computer seemed to work normally. No virus detected, nothing abnormal. Maybe it was just an elaborate joke. She shrugged and decided to continue her usual routine. She had just finished editing a new video, the true story of the haunted house of Brookfield, a case she had meticulously researched with real photos, authentic testimonials. Well, let's see what happens, she muttered while clicking publish. She wrote her usual description, added her tags, chose a catchy thumbnail with her frightened face in close-up, and published the video. It was 11:47 p.m. Normally, Maya would have turned off her computer and gone to bed. Her videos usually took several days to reach 100 views. But that night, something pushed her to stay awake. She refreshed the page. 1 view. Normal. It was probably herself. 5 minutes later, 23 views. Maya frowned. This was unusual. Generally, her videos stagnated at 2 to 3 views for the first few hours. 10 minutes. Later, 156 views. Maya's heart began to beat faster. This wasn't normal. Not at all. 1 hour later, 2,847 views and 89 comments. Maya couldn't believe it. She read the comments, expecting spam or bots, but no. They were real comments from real people. Oh my God, this story gave me chills. Finally, a quality horror channel. I got shivers throughout the video. Subscribed immediately. At 2 a.m., the video had surpassed 15,000 views. Maya couldn't sleep. She stayed glued to her screen, watching the numbers climb in real time. It was hypnotic, addictive. Her subscribers went from 847 to 1,203 in a single night. Upon waking, Maya first thought she had dreamed, but no. Her video showed 67,892 views, 3,247 likes, and 2,891 new subscribers. She was trending on YouTube France. This isn't possible, she murmured, eyes wide. Her phone was vibrating constantly. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. All her social media was exploding. Influencers she admired were sharing her video, mentioning her in their stories. Maya jumped up and started dancing in her room. It was incredible. After 5 years of hard work, she had finally made it. But at the back of her mind, a small voice reminded her of that strange web page from the night before. This ultimate algorithm. Was it really a coincidence? She shook her head. Of course, it was a coincidence. She had just gotten lucky, that's all. Her video was good quality. The timing was perfect. YouTube's algorithm had played in her favor, wasn't it? In 1 week, Maya's channel had exploded. Her 847 subscribers had become 156,000. Every video she uploaded reached hundreds of thousands of views in a few hours. Brands were starting to contact her for partnerships. She had even received an email from YouTube inviting her to the next YouTube Rewind. Maya was in ecstasy. She had finally succeeded. All her dreams were coming true. Yet something was wrong. At first, she hadn't paid attention to it. But now, in hindsight, she noticed strange details. The comments on her videos were always extremely positive. Not a single hate comment, not a single dislike. It was ... unusual. Even the biggest YouTube stars received criticism. Even more troubling, the profiles of her new subscribers. Maya, curious, had started checking out a few. Many had no profile picture or generic photos. Their names seemed ... artificial. John_Smith_1987. Mary_Johnson _456. Paul_Williams_789. Maybe they're just private people, she told herself, for reassurance. But doubt was setting in. One evening, while she was preparing her next video, her computer made a strange sound. A sharp beep, followed by another, then another. Maya frowned and checked her notifications. Nothing. The screen flickered slightly. Then, in the bottom right corner, a small window appeared. Insufficient content. Increase intensity. Maya jumped. What was that? She had no software that could display this kind of message. She tried to close the window, but it disappeared by itself. Weird, she muttered, but she didn't have time to dwell on it. Her latest video, The 5 Most Haunted Places, in France, had just surpassed 1 million views. She was too excited to worry about a computer bug. The next day, Maya uploaded a new video, The True Story of the Compiègne Forest Killer, a story she had found in local newspaper archives, a sordid news item from the 90s. As usual, the video exploded immediately. But this time, Maya noticed something strange in the comments. Not scary enough. We want more intense. Maya, we need more bloody details. It's good, but you can do more gore. Maya was perplexed. Her previous videos had been acclaimed for their quality and respect for victims. Now, her subscribers were demanding more violence, more sordid details. She scrolled through the comments, increasingly uncomfortable. Everyone was asking for the same thing. More intensity, more horror, more macabre details. Maybe it's normal, she told herself. People get used to it. They always want something stronger. That same evening, a message reappeared on her screen. Insufficient content. Your viewers are hungry. Feed them. This time, Maya tried to take a screenshot, but the message disappeared before she had time to react. She searched through all. The programs installed on her computer scanned her system for viruses or malware. Nothing. I'm getting paranoid, she told herself. But deep down, she knew this wasn't normal. And that phrase, your viewers are hungry. Feed them. What did that mean? That night, Maya didn't sleep well. She had strange dreams. She saw herself filming, but instead of telling horror stories, she was in these stories. She saw faces in the darkness, thousands of eyes watching her, waiting for something from her dot. Upon waking, she had an idea for her next video. An idea darker, more intense than anything she had done before. And despite herself, this idea excited her. Maya's new video, The Forgotten Massacre of Charenton Asylum, never before seen images, broke all her records. 3 million views in 24 hours. She had crossed the 500,000 subscriber mark, but Maya was beginning to change. For this video, she had spent hours researching sordid details, macabre archive photos, traumatic testimonials. She had surprised herself by taking pleasure in describing the torture methods used in the asylum, lingering on the patient's suffering. It's for the content, she justified. People love it. And indeed, the comments were dithyrambic. Finally, this is what we want to see. Maya, you've become the queen of horror. More intense, always more. But other comments were starting to appear, more concerning. This video gave me nightmares for weeks. My 12-year-old daughter watched this and refuses to leave her room now. This went too far, Maya. This content is traumatizing. Maya deleted. These negative comments, they harmed the atmosphere of her channel. Only positive comments should remain. The messages on her screen became more frequent. Excellent. Continue on this path. Your viewers are starving. Give them what they want. Darker, deeper, more real. Maya no longer tried to understand where these messages came from. She had gotten used to them. They even helped her orient her content. Her next video was The Real Torture Methods of the Inquisition, 3D Reconstruction. She had paid a graphic designer to create ultra-realistic animations showing torture instruments in action. The result was strikingly realistic. 8 million views in 48 hours. But this time, the consequences were different. Press articles began talking about her channel, not in a positive way. YouTube, an influencer shocks with ultra-violent content. New era of horror on YouTube worries parents. Maya screams when entertainment becomes traumatizing. Maya read these articles with a mixture of pride and concern. She was famous. The newspapers were talking about her. But at the same time, she realized that her content had perhaps indeed gone off track. She even received an email from YouTube warning her that her channel was under surveillance for potentially traumatizing content. One more video in this vein, and she risked temporary suspension. That evening, sitting in front of her computer, Maya hesitated. Maybe she should take a break, return to softer content. After all, she now had 750,000 subscribers she could afford. To ease up, that's when the message appeared larger than usual, occupying the entire screen. You cannot stop now. They need you. They are waiting for you. You owe them more. Maya felt her blood freeze. For the first time in weeks, she truly realized what was happening to her. These messages weren't normal. Her success wasn't normal. None of this was normal. She tried to close her computer, but the screen no longer responded. The message stayed there, pulsing softly as if it were breathing. You signed a contract, Maya. You cannot go back. What contract? She screamed at her screen. It was just a web page. It was nothing. You clicked. You accepted. Now, you belong to us. Maya felt tears rising. What was happening to her? What had she done? Next video, 48 hours. Otherwise, The message disappeared, leaving Maya alone with her reflection in the black screen. Otherwise what? What would happen if she didn't upload a new video? She didn't want to find out. Maya hadn't slept for 2 days. She spent her time researching stories that were always darker, always more traumatizing. Her apartment was littered with books of macabre history, criminal archives, testimonials from survivors of atrocities. She had lost weight. Her eyes were circled, her hair greasy. She no longer went out, barely ate. Only content mattered. Always more content. Her latest video, Nazi medical experiments exclusive testimonials, had caused scandal. Several associations had filed complaints against her. YouTube had deleted the video, but not before it reached 15 million views. Maya didn't care. She had become addicted to numbers, views, comments. Nothing else existed. Her phone rang constantly. Her mother, her friends, her former boss. Everyone was worried about her. Maya had ended up unplugging her phone. That evening, as she prepared her next video, a reconstruction of the Jonestown massacre with real audio, testimonials. Someone knocked on her door. Maya startled. She wasn't expecting anyone. She didn't. Want to see anyone? Maya? It's Tom, your neighbor. Are you okay? We haven't seen you for weeks. Tom was a nice student who lived on the same floor. They used to chat in the hallways, but Maya had completely forgotten about him lately. I'm fine, she shouted without opening the door. Leave me alone. Maya, something's not right. You look different, and there's a strange smell coming from your place. A smell? Maya sniffed. Indeed, her apartment smelled musty, of sweat, of neglect. When had she last taken a shower? Go away, Tom. I'm working. Silence. Then Tom left. Maya returned to her computer. The screen displayed a new message. Good. Distractions are harmful to productivity. What do you want from me? Maya whispered to the screen. We want you to continue. Your viewers are growing, Maya. They are evolving. Thanks to you. My viewers? The screen changed. Suddenly, Maya could see live images. Thousands of screens, thousands of faces lit by the blue glow of their phones and computers, all watching her videos. But something was wrong with these faces. They were empty. Their eyes were dull, glassy. They stared fixedly, without blinking. Like zombies, you see? They adore you. They can nitrogen monoxide longer live without your content. You feed them, Maya. You nourish them. What are you talking about? I just make horror videos. Nitrogen monoxide, Maya. You do much more than that. You transmit fear, terror, despair, and they absorb IT. They become dependent on IT. The images continued to scroll. Maya recognized some of her most active subscribers. They were all in the same state. Empty eyes, absent expression, glued to their screens. But we need more, Maya. Always more. Real fear is nitrogen monoxide, longer sufficient. We need authenticity. Authenticity? Your next videos must be true, Maya. Truly true. A shiver of horror ran through Maya. What do you mean? You know very well. Maya shook her head violently. No, I will never do that. Never. You have nitrogen monoxide choice, Maya. You belong to US. And if you refuse... The screen showed something else. Maya's building, seen from outside. Then inside, the corridors, the other apartments. Tom, her neighbor, asleep in his bed. There are so many possibilities around you. So much material. You're insane. I will never touch Tom. I will never touch anyone. Then you know what you have left to do. Maya understood. Either she created authentic content by targeting others, or 48 hours, Maya. Your last content for US. Make IT memorable. The screen went black. Maya collapsed in her chair. She finally realized the extent of what she had gotten into. This wasn't just about views or subscribers. She had signed a pact with something evil, something that fed on fear and human suffering. And now she had to choose. Maya spent the next 24 hours in a trance-like state. She wandered around her apartment like a ghost, unable to eat, sleep, or think clearly. She had tried to flee. She had packed some things and tried to leave her apartment, but the door wouldn't open anymore. All the exits were blocked. The windows, too. She was a prisoner. Her computer remained on permanently, displaying a countdown. 23 hours, 47 minutes, and 12 seconds. 23 hours, 47 minutes, and 11 seconds. 23 hours, 47 minutes, and 10 seconds. Less than 24 hours. Maya had also tried to destroy her computer, cut the electricity, break her video equipment. But nothing worked. The computer restarted by itself. Electricity was mysteriously restored. She was trapped. At 6 a.m. Someone knocked on her door again. Maya? It's me, Tom. I brought croissants. I'm really worried about you. Tom's voice was soft, kind. He was a nice boy, medical student, who dreamed of saving lives. He didn't deserve to get involved in this story. Maya approached the door, hands trembling. Tom, go away. Please, don't come back. Maya, what's happening? You're worrying me. If you have problems, I can help you. Tears ran down Maya's cheeks. Tom wanted to help her. He was probably the last person in the world who still cared about her. On her computer screen, the countdown continued. 17 hours, 32 minutes, and 45 seconds. He would be perfect for your last video. Appeared on the screen. No, Maya whispered. Think about the views. Maya. Think about your viewers' reaction. Authentic content, live. You would break all records. Maya shook her head violently. She would never hurt Tom. Never Dot. But then, what could she do? Suddenly, an idea germinated in her mind. A terrible idea, but one that could solve everything. There was one option left. Only one. Maya returned to her computer and began preparing her last video. The video was uploaded exactly 48 hours after the ultimatum. The title was simple. My last video, The Truth About the Algorithm. In this 37-minute video, Maya told everything. The mysterious contract, the messages on her screen, the entity that controlled her, the viewers transformed into zombies. She explained how her quest for fame had led her to sell her soul. And at the end of the video, facing the camera, eyes reddened but determined, Maya said, I will not let this thing use me any longer. I will not give it what it wants. It's over. She took a knife she had placed off camera and pointed it at herself. If you're watching this video, turn off your screen. Now, don't feed the algorithm. Don't give it what it wants. Resist. The last images showed Maya turning off her camera with her free hand. The video exploded immediately. 50 million views in 24 hours. All media talked about it. Conspiracy theories proliferated. Some thought it was an elaborate hoax. Others, an advertising campaign for a horror movie. But those who really knew the YouTube world knew that something darker had occurred. Because Maya had disappeared. Her apartment was empty, with no signs of struggle. No body was ever found. And her YouTube channel continued to publish videos that no one had filmed videos that appeared automatically. Every week, always more terrifying, always more realistic. Some said the algorithm had found a way to create content directly, without needing humans. Others claimed to sometimes see Maya's reflection in the black screens between videos. Prisoner of the algorithm, condemned to create content for eternity. The truth was perhaps simpler and more terrifying. Maya had become part of the algorithm itself. Her channel, Maya Screams, continues to grow. 10 million subscribers and counting. Each new video breaks records, traumatizes thousands of viewers, feeds this insatiable entity that hides behind our screens. And sometimes, in the comments of these cursed videos, messages appear, join us creators. The algorithm is waiting for you. Click here to know the secret of viral success. Everything has a price. What are you willing to pay? New creators click on these messages every day. The cycle continues. The algorithm is patient. The algorithm is hungry. And you, reading this story, haven't you ever dreamed of viral success? Haven't you ever wondered what you would be willing to sacrifice for fame? If a pop-up appeared on your screen right now, promising you millions of views, would you click?